Hi everyone, how you doing? This is a video just having a little chat today because it's all about driving in Thailand or Pattaya specifically. I thought I'd do this video because I think it's very important for people that are coming over or even live here like I do and have visitors that can't manage motorbikes, i.e. my mum. So I had my mum over here for a month, which is fantastic. We're doing a lot of things together, and we most of all we're spending time together, so that's the most important thing. But what I've discovered is each time we go out, I have a car, by the way, which a very good friend of mine has lent me. He has a car here, but he's very kindly lent me his car while my mum's here, so it's very nice. And it's been a godsend really, because you know my mum is well, she's 80. She don't mind me saying that. So even though she's still independent and can walk around, you know, I have to remember she's had hip replacements, both knee replacements. So she's not as agile. So going back to the car. So we have the car, which is fantastic. We can get around. But here's the thing. Being here, I mean, this is my 12th month now, or coming into the 12th month. I've only had motorbikes, and you don't notice how busy the roads are, because when I say that, when you're on a bike and there's a little bit of traffic, you don't really register how bad the traffic is. Is it gridlocked? Is it this? Is it that? Because you're just going about your day. You see a gap, you go for it, whether it's inside, outside. All the bikes just make their way to the front. If there's a crossroads or traffic lights, always at the front. And then off you go again. So, for instance, from where I live in Pratamak into town, what I call town, let's say Soibikau's town, 10 minutes on a bike. The other day it took me an hour in the car for the same distance. So you're looking at 2 hours just to go there and back. Now you might do that twice a day, because taking mum out, whether it be breakfast, you go there, you come back. Granted, the traffic is much lighter in the mornings, but we have quite a late breakfast because there's no rush to get up. So you have that, and then you know you might go and see something. We went to a nice art museum the other day, which was really nice. That would be a later video. It just made a change, you know, but mum likes the indoors because it's aircon. She finds it very hot to walk around. Even I do. So, you know, for an elderly lady, it must be really tough. So we try and keep out of the sun as much as we can, but then you're limited. So we go out to eat a lot. We try and see things as much as my mum can, because again, sanctuary of truth. One, you've got the steps to get down to it, which are a lot, and they're quite steep. But even so, once you're in there, you're about 2 to 3 hours walking around, you know, learning the history of the place. I mean, it's fantastic, but I said to Mum, I just think it'd be too hot for you. and it gets quite overpowering for her. So yeah, you know, again, the fact that my mum's come all this way on her own to see me, and we're spending this time together is amazing. I love it. Love having my mum here. But the video is about, you know, is it? See, the thing is, you know, the friend of mine that lent me the car, he said, I don't need it. I only use it for a big shop. You know, if we've got big packs of water to bring back, and you know, etc. That's all we use it for. He said, because it's just not worth driving here. And he's so right. I'm learning that. You know, I'm really learning that. When you think on a good day, you can get from town to Bangkok airport in an hour and a half on a good day. And it took me an hour to get from here to town, which is about 3 or 4 kilometers. Let's say 4. So now you see, you know, and the later the day goes on, the busier the roads get. So when we go out for dinner, it's a mission. So then you got to think, okay, where can we go that we don't have to go through the traffic? And it's very tough. So yeah, I mean, you know, are any of you guys living here, or you visit often and you hire a car or you buy a car, you know, how do you get on? Because yeah, it's a learning curve for me, and it's tough sometimes. I dropped Mum off the other day shopping. She loves her shopping, and it was central Pattaya, and I said, right, I'll nip back. I want to do some work while you're shopping, because I'm not a fan of walking around shops for hours on end. And she's happy as Larry doing that, aircon, you know, she's got all that business. Anyway, it took me an hour to get back to the condo. So then I thought, well, I'll just have to turn around and go back. It didn't give me time to do anything. So it's just 2 hours of nothing, just driving, because the traffic on that particular day was a little bit busier than normal, you know. So it's a tough one, but I just wanted to really say on this video, you know, if you're thinking of hiring a car instead of a bike, but you're still, shall we say, healthy enough to ride a bike, I would 100% say get a bike instead of a car. Unless you need the car, like, you know, I need the car for Mum, but it's just tough getting around, guys. It really is. It's not the place to drive around in a car. I took Mum up to the viewing point on top of Pratamak Hill the other day, because I thought she'd love that view, and there was nowhere to park. That's the other thing. So we couldn't even get out to have a look, because I couldn't put the car anywhere that was out the way of cars behind me. So I'll be honest, it's quite frustrating. You know, you could go to places and I go, oh, I'm going to show you this. And then we get there and it's like, I can't park anywhere. You know, I know there's car parks, but sometimes they're a bit of a way away, and then it's too far for Mum to walk in the heat. So you kind of think, well, we could drive somewhere, park, and then get a taxi to where we're going, but then you're defeating the object. So it's... Anyway, this was just I just thought it was important for people to know, because you know, a lot of people think, oh, you know, I'm going to get a car when I'm there, you know, lovely. And it is. You get a nice aircon going in the car and it's, you know, a bit of music on. It's lovely. If you don't mind driving in traffic. And don't get me wrong, I've lived in London many, many years, and, you know, I know what bad traffic's like. But the thing is, you don't drive every day in London unless you have to, if you're going to work, if you're commuting or stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I only had a bike in London. I had a car, but I gave that to my nephew, bless him. So yeah, I just got around on a bike and public transport. And that's the thing here. There's BART buses, but you're still in the traffic. So it's 10 baht to go wherever you want in the BART bus route. But again, if I walk to the top of the hill to pick up the BART bus here, it could take me an hour to get into town. So it's really like cars and vehicles versus motorbikes. Motorbikes win every time, but only if you can, only if you're able to ride a motorbike. If you are, that is the way forward. All right, guys. A little bit of a, you know, the guys that live here will know about all this, but you know, it's new to me. You know, even though I'm coming into my 12th month, so a year, I'm still learning every day, and I'll put my hands up to that. I don't know anything, everything about being here. So hope you get value from this video, and if you do, tell your friends, colleagues, acquaintances, family, friends, and everyone you know about these videos that I'm doing here while living in Thailand. And at the moment, I've got my lovely mum here with me. She's staying with me. I have a 2-bedroom condo. And there you go. So thanks for watching. Love to mum, Luke, Mia, and my sis. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for listening. See you later.